Hello friends. Today we are repairing an oven, or simply an oven. You can see the name on your screen. The problem here is that the operating mode switch was broken. This is what it looks like. They asked to restore it. Well, let's think about how to restore it. You can buy a new mechanism, or you can try to restore it. Let me tell you how to remove the front panel. We take out all the handles, and under them there are two screws. We unscrew them. Then on the side of the bar there are plastic clamps. They need to be bent and pull out the case. At the bottom there is a plastic switch, and on top there are two of them made of metal. Now I will take out the lower switch, and I will think about what can be done with it. I pulled out the broken shaft. Now I need to think about how to restore it. Most likely I will have to cut off a part and prepare it. Then print the broken part on a 3D printer. Or you can try to find the same switch. But it seems to me that the oven is quite old, and finding spare parts for it will not be easy. Guys, there is no such contact group. There are similar ones but not the same, and I am afraid that they will not fit or will work differently. And the cost is not cheap. So I will still try to restore this switch. I have restored broken plastic parts and components a long time ago. So I will try to repeat it. I printed a special part on a 3D printer that will be put on a broken shaft like a crown on a tooth. Now I will grind part of the plastic and make a ledge. I also printed a part on a 3D printer also with a ledge. The two parts will cling to each other and thus should rotate. After trying on, you can add glue inside for a more powerful fixation. The tip is made exactly according to the same principle and is attached to the switch. It turns out that I want to build up part of the plastic. I need to try whether I can do it or not. The next problem is that the hole is too small. It will need to be made larger. I plan to do this with a drill or a Dremel machine. The hole needs to be made larger to fit the size of my part that I printed on a 3D printer. Now I will do this slowly behind the scenes. And also prepare a place for the landing on the worm shaft. And here is the finished version. Now my part of plastic has climbed onto the worm shaft, and now it should all work. First I printed the layers lengthwise, and when I put it on it broke. Then I printed it in a different way, and now it has become quite strong and should not break. Let's insert the shaft into its place. I enlarged the hole in the center. For convenience, I took a handle, and now I will rotate it and test it. I forgot to install a ball with a spring in this mechanism that fixes the switch positions. At first glance, the terminals work as they should. Let me install the ball and spring. Now I have installed the spring and ball. Let's check how everything works. As you can see, everything works as it should now, and the positions are fixed. In principle, that's it. Let's install it in its place and test it in the oven. I also cleaned the contacts, and now the mechanism will work like new. So friends, since I extended the stock and it became longer, now I need to make two pads so that the handle does not stick out. I don't know what to add there yet. You can make washers out of plastic on a 3D printer or something similar. You need to measure the distance between the knob and the front panel and select washers. I managed to solve the problem. Just look. I picked up 2 nuts of the right size and installed them between the switching mechanism and the front panel. I also had to put longer screws. The old ones became too short. I picked up the right screws from my stock. Now everything works great. Now you need to install everything in its place. The panel is simply attached with latches and installing it is not difficult. Let's try it in operation. I just don't know what these modes turn on because it's not my oven. I think I figured it out. This switch turns on the grill function. That's all, friends. Now everything works. Another device is repaired. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next videos.